Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to this opportunity. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for giving us some of your time to come and learn about the Hikvision latest Intercom product portfolio. My name is Amir and I'm one of the product trainer in ANZ region. As advertised, Bruce, my colleague, was supposed to introduce this webinar, but unfortunately he got some urgent matter to deal with. Hence why I will take this opportunity to go through this webinar instead of him. So today we will give you an update on our latest intercom technology. We understand that you may have some questions in regards how the solution works or some technical details about the product, which we will introduce today. But as we have a lot of audience here and to ensure that everyone can have a chance to ask some questions, please type your question in the Q&A window. And as well, I have here our Intercom product manager, Nick, who will assist with any technical questions you may raise in the Q&A window. One more thing before going further, please always follow or try to follow our LinkedIn page and the Facebook page just to receive all our upcoming webinars and training sessions. Thank you. All right. So let's have a quick look on the background of the Intercom. According to our marketing survey, we found that, as we know, the traditional and the old technology for the Intercom was using an analog infrastructure, while these days, most of the technology and the appliances start to convert and switch to the digital or the network internet protocol, which is the IP systems, as it's more easy to run the cables and more cost effective. Hence why today we will introduce to you our new revolution, which is the Intercom Gen 2 based on IP technology. Although that this is a full digital IP technology solution, we also have developed a solution for all the existing sites and projects who already have an analog infrastructures, the 2-wire, 4 cores or 6 cores. So they can easily switch and start to use the IP technology over the 2-wire. And let's have a look on the market requirement or what happened on the last 5 years. So we found at the last 5 years that most of the companies start to move away from the audio only intercom to the video intercom. And we found that the main points which we are after is to get a high resolution and wider field of view door station camera, as well as we will require a range of large touch screen indoor stations, plus the intercom needs to be compatible with a mobile app application. Hence why today I'm gonna start to introduce to you guys the Hikvision 2nd generation video intercom. And as you can see, this is a quick portfolio of the product which we have, starting from the modular door station up to the Vela door station and the facial recognition door station. And then I will start to talk as well for in regards to the indoor stations. All right, so let's have a quick look on the webinar product covered today. So we're gonna cover today actually the IP over 2-wire and as well the IP solutions. So what's the difference actually between both of them? Quickly, the difference that we're gonna use the IP over 2-wire solution when we try to upgrade an old system using existing 2-wire cable. So if the existing system has a 2-wire and it's hard to run Cat5 or a network cable, then you can start to use the IP over 2-wire solution, as it will have a convert system to an IP solution. So it's totally gonna look like the IP system here. Plus it's compatible with the HiConnect. And in regards to transmit video and audio and power, it's gonna be transmitted over the 2-wire cable. As for the IP system, the full IP system or the pure IP system, this can be used on the existing building or the new building. If it's the existing building, it's easy to run cable, then you can use it fine. As well, it will use a standard PoE connection and it's fully compatible with Gen 1 and as well with the IP over 2-wire system. All right. Let's have a quick look on the points which we're gonna focus on today. So I will start with the selection of the product. What's the selection process? The first question you need to ask when you are planning your design is, can we run standard Cat5 or Cat6 cable? If the answer will be yes, then absolutely you're gonna use the normal PoE switch and connect your devices to the PoE switch. If the answer will be no and it's hard to run a network cable and there is already existing two-wire cable, then you're gonna start to use the IP over two-wire system. As you guys can see, the only difference between the two systems is that instead of using the PoE switch, you're gonna start to use the converter here, the IP over two-wire converter. So it might be an idea to give the end user a code for each system, as we can we connect both systems together? So the question which we always get, if can we connect the IP over two-wire system with the standard IP system? Yes, they can both work under the same network or the same system as a hybrid system. All right, let's quickly have a look on the difference between the connection type. So for the connection type, you're gonna see the only difference between the two modules, if it is an indoor or outdoor, that the unit will come with a two-wire interface and the IP solution will come with a RJ45 interface or slot. For the two-wire, you're gonna need the two-wire connection, which is the two-wire converter to IP. And for the IP connection of the PoE, you're gonna use a standard PoE switch. Let's have a quick look on the modular system. So this is the main unit or the door station. In another name, they call it the camera module. So this is the main module which we use. As you can see, for the modularity type, you can choose any of the sub-modules as you can see here. So if we're gonna talk about the two-wire, it comes with a two-wire interface, and the camera of the main door station module, it is a 2 megapixel with 180 wide angle, and absolutely it got a WDR technology. On the back of the door station here, or the main door station, it got two lock controllers. So you can connect it to a meg lock or a different, or if you got two different doors, you can connect it to the two different doors. As you can see, it's a very fashionable design, and it support multiple language, plus it's configurable modularity. What do we mean by configurable modularity? That you can choose, depending on your application, what sub-module you need to add. If you're gonna use the 1x1 frame, or 2x1, or 3x1. As well, on the all the buttons here, it got a backlight function. So once the camera goes to the night vision, all the back of the keypad, for example, or the name tag here will start to give you a backlight function. So you can see it at night. Plus, one of changes between Gen 1 and Gen 2, that it got a bigger name tag, and as well display screen, which is this one here. All right. Let's have a quick look on the image of the main camera or the main door station. As you guys can see, this is a quick screenshot at night, and it shows here the 180 degree, which is required for the intercom applications. And it is a 2 megapixel. So it's high definition camera, 2 megapixel fisheye camera with WDR and IR illumination for excellent night vision. As well, the camera here, it got motion detection. In case you want to integrate your intercom system with your CCTV system, then you can use the camera to only record on the MVR using the motion detection. All right, so here I'm trying to introduce on this page all the sub-modules which we got in our market. So as you can see, the first or the main module for the intercom which you need to purchase is the door station, this one in the blue. And as you can see here, this is the model number of it. And if you find out that it's E1, that means it's IP, which has RJ45 slot on the back. If it is IME2, then it got that two-wire interface on the back. then you're gonna see that we have multiple sub-modules. Up to your application, you will choose which sub-module you will require. As you can see here, we got the two inputs, which is the keypad input and the display module to dial the end user or to dial the room station. And here you got the name tag module, plus as well, we got two card reader modules. One, you can use it for if you have third party or if you have an EM cards, you can use it to connect or to add the cards to be read on 125 kilohertz. Otherwise, if you got a MyFair cards, then you can use the second card reader here. As well, we got the indicator module. For the indicator module, it will just give you an indication of if you are calling someone from the door station, then the first one will light up. Once the room station will answer, then there is two-way communication. Then the second one will light up. The third one will indicate and will light up if the door is open. And here, this is the blank module. Sometimes we found that some integrator, they're trying to connect their access control with our intercom. So they use the blank module to put on the back the fob reader, and it's just a plastic module here. So they can put on the back the fob reader, and it will work with their fob reader. All right. So here I'm quickly explaining the two main input modules. So the first one here is the keypad module, and the second one here is the display module. Please pay attention that the display module, it's not actually a touch. It got 4 buttons here on the right-hand side. For the keypad module, simple as, and please remember this, it's very easy to dial a room. You just need to dial room and then hash. If you're gonna use the pin to unlock, you just need to press hash, pin code hash. And we're gonna show some example on the recorded live demonstration by the end of the session today. Plus here, the display module. The display module, it's actually, I'm not sure if you guys can see this one. It has some indication here and instruction on how to dial or to open the door. As well, you can use this button to scroll between the names and dial the name by clicking on OK here, and it will start to call the room station. Please pay attention that it required the IBM S4200 to upload the names profiles to the display module. All right, for the name tag, as we mentioned, it's a bit bigger. We found that some installers actually keep asking for the name tag. So right now we have a name tag template, which you can use it to just type in the names and print it, and it will be the same size as the name tag here to make it easy for you. All right, let's have a look on the 2-wire distributor box. So how we gonna connect the door station to the indoor station if we can't run cable, and we're gonna use a 2-wire distributor box. This is first of all the 2-wire distributor box. As you can see from here, this is the channels from channel 1 to channel 6. So this one can handle up to 6 devices, either it's indoor or door station, but it's preferred to only connect this device to one door station, as the door station, it requires other or can be connected to other sub-modules. And the rest of the channels can work and be connected to the indoor stations. As you can see here, cannot connect indoor stations only, and cannot connect the door station from channel 1 to channel 5. So the outdoor station will be connected to channel 6 here. As well as we have the in and out. If you have multi levels or multi apartment or more indoor station over 6, then you can start to cascade and connect your distributor box together using the in and out. As well, the distributor box, it got a power LED and a couple of LEDs at the bottom here to show the states of the connection. At the end, after you connect and you transmit the indoor and the outdoor modules to the channels here, you will just need to connect the network interface here to the main switch or the network which you got, and everything should be able to view on the SADP tool as if it is a totally pure IP devices. All right, let's have a quick look on the small application. If we're gonna talk about a small application as per house, what you're gonna get out of this solution, receiving call and unlock the door on the mobile app, which you're gonna show in the live demonstration. As well, you will get a call notification in the app, and you got on the back, as we mentioned, 2 lock controllers. As you can see here, this is the main door station, and it's connected to, depends on the application, either it's gonna be gate for your car or door for your resident, or you can even connect to both of them. As we mentioned, got on the back 2 lock controller. And then you're gonna connect it to the 2-wire to the distributor to transmit the video and audio and get power to the actual door station. And from the distributor here, you're gonna connect it to the router using a normal LAN cable. If you find that it is hard to connect the room station here using 2-wire or to run a network cable, then you can simple as use a Wi-Fi connection and 12-volt DC adapter to connect the room station to your network. All right, now I'm gonna talk about the HiConnect application, how to add the device on the HiConnect. So for the intercom, it's actually not, sorry. For the intercom, actually, it's not a big change than the MVRs or the camera to add it under your HiConnect account. Simple as you will just need to open the HiConnect and scan the QR code. After you scan the QR code, it will take you to the next page. To add, it will find the device, and then you're gonna add the device. Simple and easy. The same as for the MVR and the IP cameras. What you're gonna get out of the HiConnect, some of the key features. Yes. All right. Just guys, please put your questions in the Q&A so we can answer them, not in the chat box. Thank you. All right. What else are you gonna get out of the key features? So you can as well receive the codes and unlock the door from the mobile app. As well, you can check and view the screenshot of the visitors while you are away, and you can share the account with the family members. As well, manage all your Hikvision device with one free service app. So right now you can have the HiConnect to add your CCTV system and the intercom system, manage it from only one application. All right, and here, this is how you're gonna see the notification. So if your app isn't on, isn't on while you are receiving, then it will at least give you a push notification, as you can see on the top, and then you can go to the notification and check the call log, and you will see a screenshot of whoever came in front and ring you using the outdoor station. All right, let's have a quick look on the 2-wire multi-apartment system. This is a quick look. I know it's a bit complicated, as you can see, but if you can quickly run your eyes over it, it's very simple and easy. What we have here, we have a couple of backbones. This is a multi-apartment or a huge building. Multi-apartment, and this is the worst case scenario as well. We cannot run actually a network cable. Let's assume that we cannot run a network cable. Hence why we have backbone 1 up to, let's say, backbone 6. And from each backbone, we're gonna connect them together to another unit here, which is called DS-CAT706-S. So the DS-CAT706-S, the difference between this one and the other one, the main distributor, this one will act as a non-PoE switch. It looks like a non-PoE switch. So it can be a backbone, and you can use it to connect your main, other backbones to this one here. And from that one, we can just run one cable to your network. And then you will LAN and connect to the other master station, IBMS, and the IP cameras as well. Absolutely, the maximum device in one building, it has to be 500 devices. All right. For the cabling distance, if you went to the site, please bear in mind to check the cable. How good is it? Is it a poor cable, or what's the type of the cable? Is it 0.2 mm square, or twisted pair or parallel. Depending on what's your cable, then you're gonna find out what is exactly the maximum run of the cable you can go through. So if I'm, for example, I'm gonna connect between the DS-CAT 706 and the DS-CAT 706-SS before, like this cable here, then the maximum distance I can use if I'm using a twisted pair cable 0.8 mm square is 60 meters. This is the maximum. And by the way, the cable distance, you don't need to take any picture of this page. It's already available when you purchase the unit. You're gonna find under the data sheet or the manual which comes with the unit, this a page which talks about all the cable run. All right. Let's have a look on the indoor and the outdoor station functions. For the product family of the indoor stations, the product family of the indoor station, you're gonna see that you can see here 5, but actually they are 3 types. The first one here is the 10-inch. Then you got the red dot awarded unit. We call this one the red dot awarded, as it won the red dot awarded in 2017 in Europe. And as well, you got the 7-inch here. The difference between the two 7 inches, this one and the red dot awarded one, that the red dot awarded, it got a physical unlock button, as you can see here. Plus, we got a couple of versions for the 7-inch. You can get it on wide version, as well for the 10-inch, you can get it on the wide version. For the availability, please check with your distributor to find out what they got from either it's white or black. As well, you can get a tablet bracket, which you can use it if you have a reception and you don't want to add it in the wall. You can add it in front of the reception instead of attaching it to the wall. All right. Now here I'm gonna talk about what's the functions of the indoor station series. So as we mentioned, we got 2 7 inches and we got 1 10 inches. All the 3 doesn't have any different in the functionality, even if they are 2-wire or IP solution. Both of them will come with most of these functions. So the only difference you're gonna see that depending on if you're gonna purchase the unit with a 2-wire interface or PoE, depending on your application. If you're gonna use PoE, it's totally standard PoE, or even 12-volt DC. So if you're gonna use the Wi-Fi, you can use it with 12-volt DC. And on the back of this unit here, it got 8 alarm input and 2 alarm output for different other applications, which I'm gonna tell you about a couple of them in the next slide. Plus, it's compatible with the HiConnect, so you can add your HiConnect easily and in each of the indoor station. As well, it got a 32 gigabyte SD card slot inside. If you want to record or take a capture, more captures of who will come and call you, then you can install a 32 gigabyte SD card. Plus, you got a multiple language and it's very user-friendly design. All right, so here I'm quickly gonna talk about the inputs and the outputs on the back of the unit. There is several applications for this input and outputs, but I'm quickly gonna show you or explain 2 applications here. The first one is you can do a hardwire for the doorbell to any alarm input and configure as doorbell. So what will happen when you configure it as doorbell? Once someone comes and press on the doorbell outside the apartment, then the actual indoor station will give you a ding dong, and you will find that, or you will understand that someone is actually ringing you. As for the large complex, sometimes we found that some complex or apartment is a huge complex that they will require a strobe light to be installed on the back, which will give an indication if anyone came and ring you using the outdoor station. So once they ring the outdoor station, it will trigger the alarm output and fire out the strobe light. All right. Plus here we got the secure module. This secure module, you can connect it instead of connecting the door strike directly to the door station or the outdoor station. You can use this secure module and hide it somewhere in the roof. So this secure module, it's gonna be connected to the RS485 connection here, and the other side, it's gonna be connected to your door strike. So this one will prevent and will help you to secure your connection instead, or if anyone try to break to your door station and try to short circuit the connections, it still will not control to the gates, as there is a secure module in the middle of it. All right, let's have a quick look on the integration into our products. So as we mentioned, we have the CCTV integration with all our Hikvision cameras. So you can, if you're gonna use the 2-wire, you're gonna connect everything up to the 2-wire connection here, or distributor box. And from the distributor box, you're gonna connect it to a normal PoE switch. Sorry, a normal switch. You don't even need a PoE switch if you're gonna connect the distributor box here. And then you can have the integration with a management software like IVMS 4200. If you got any cameras in the building, you can add it to your indoor stations. And as well for the MVR, if you got any cameras in the MVR connected to the MVR, then you can add it into your indoor station. All right. Now I will start to talk about the pure system or the standard IP products. So the product family of the standard IP product, as you can see here, it's totally simple, and we are using a normal PoE switch. All right. So the same submodules as we mentioned before, but the only difference here, which I actually forgot to mention it on the last one, that we got a surface mounting frame and flush mounting frame as well for the rain shield for the surface mounting. And once you combine and use and the modularity to find out, it's gonna look actually the same way like this. Either it's 1x1 or 1x2 or 1x3, as you can see here. Now I'm gonna show you another release which has been released very recently, the Villa Door Station. This Villa Door Station, it's has a bit of difference between the modular door station, which I'm gonna talk about it in a second. So for the Villa Door Station, it actually high cost effective, as it provides 1 to 4 buttons and built-in card reader. So you can see it comes as it is. You cannot change anything on it. Depending on your request, you can get it by 1, 2, 3, or 4 buttons here. As well, it has a built-in card reader at the bottom. It's very easy to install, as it can use a standard PoE connection, and a different here in the camera view and the wide angle. It still uses a 2 megapixel camera, but it's a little bit lower than the modular door station, as it has a horizontal field of view 128 degree and vertical 75 only. But one more add on this unit here, that you can use it, and it has a built-in wireless connection. So you can use it to add the wireless connection. If you have a wireless cover to the outdoor here, or the door, the main door, then you can connect it using 12-volt adapter and connect it to your Wi-Fi network. All right. Now a quick comparison between the modular door station and the Villa Door Station. As we mentioned before, there is a difference in the field of view, as the camera is 180 degree, but for the Villa Station, it is a web configurable and management. It has a web configuration, and you can manage it using the web interface. For the camera here, it's 129 wide field of view, and here it got a Wi-Fi connection. Plus, it got a built-in card reader. As you can see, this is a built-in card reader, and on the other side, it's here as well. It offers you more affordable solution, as it is a plastic version and smaller version and cheaper than the modular one. For the modular one, as you can see, it got the pin access entry, so you can install the keypad modular to have a pin access entry, and it got more modular option, offer more functions. All right. Now, I'm going to talk about the IP intercom system summarization. So let's have a quick look on the whole system. So this is the whole system which we have. We're going to connect our outdoor here to the door station, and then everything going to go to the PoE switch, or any PoE switch on your system. The same network is going to be connected to the indoor station, as you can see on the right-hand side here. And if you got any camera, you can add the camera to each door station. Please remember that it's up to 16 IP camera. You can add it on each of the door station, but you can view one by one. You cannot view all of them at the same time. And you can have or install a concierge unit, or if you got a reception or a guard sitting, you can just install IVMS 4200 and it will act as the call management device. For this solution, as you can see here, you can receive call and control the access from the HiConnect mobile application, and to get as well alarm push notification out of the HiConnect if you configured it. All right, let's move further. So this is important actually slide in our presentation today. So here it shows you the capability of the indoor station. As you can see, the maximum capability of every indoor station, we're gonna call it as the main, and you can add up to 5 extensions. As for example, I can add one indoor station in the entry of the house. Once I enter the house, one on the left, and then in the kitchen, I can add one. In each bedroom, I can add one, and they will act as extensions. So the indoor station, it has one main plus up to 5 extensions. Absolutely, you're gonna receive calls simultaneously from any door station. And any combination of indoor station modules will work at the same system. Up to 500 indoor station per building. Please, the 500 indoor station, I'm talking about the actual main units, not the extension. So if you calculate it, it will be a maximum in the system up to 2,500 devices, plus the extensions. All right, now for the door station capability, what you can get, you can add up to 8 submodules to your door station. So you can connect using the serial RS485, which I'm going to show it in the live demonstration, and connect your submodules together to the main door station. How many capability on the one system? So you can have up to one main unit or one main door plus, sorry, up to one main master door plus up to 8 door stations. So if you got a different door entry, you can add up to 8 doors. So the total will be 9 doors per one system, 1 master and 8 slaves. All right. A quick summarizing of everything. So here we have the door station, up to 9 door station, 1 master door station, the rest will be slave. The camera here for the master door station will be the main unit for all my system. And on the right hand side, you can see here apartment 1 up to apartment 500. Each apartment can be connected to 5 extensions per the apartment. So one door station can call any indoor station, and you can as well call between the main extension indoor station. So I can call between the kitchen and the bedroom if I want to, and to receive calls and unlock from any indoor station. All right. Not just this, we actually have as well our lift controller. So the lift controller, it's fully compatible with our intercom system. For the lift controller, you're gonna see that when you press, as for example, if someone came and tried to call the level or apartment on level 12, someone or whoever in the level 12 will start to unlock the door for him. So once he pressed the unlock, you're gonna get 2 functions. The outdoor will be unlocked, and the elevator control will automatically give the activation to bottom 12. So it will be active for about 5 minutes, and you can control the time of the activation. As well, you can install our outdoor ACS card reader here inside the elevator in case you need to add an access on a card reader to multi apartment or multiple level. All right. As well, we have a facial recognition door station. So instead of using any of the outdoor station, you can use the door station here, the facial recognition door station, as it is apartment door station with facial recognition. So it's more conventional and secure access, as it uses a face detection and or fingerprint. This is an option. As well, you can use a card or PIN code to access. It has a bigger capacity to store up to 3,000 faces or fingerprint and 10,000 fobs or cards. The rating of this facial recognition door station is IP65 and it got a flush mounting. The advanced specs on this facial recognition that it is 10-inch touch screen, dual 2-megapixel camera installed in or built in, and true WDR. As well, you can add some image here to give advertising to your company, for example, or any sort of advertisement. We have the small version of the door station, the facial recognition door station. This is the smaller version. So it enhanced the facial recognition performance. Absolutely, it's competitive price between this one and the other one. And as well, you can remote control on the app, this version here, with a web management. So it got a web interface as well. The basic parameters that it's 2 megapixel with WDR and a 4.3-inch touch screen with a less capacity of storing the face and the card up to 1500, as you can see here, and up to 1500 fingerprint as well. It can store up to 150 event capacity inside the unit. All right. Next part here, it's the Intercom design tool. We have online the Intercom design tool. I will actually, because sometimes it doesn't work here, let me just open my window here. So this is here our website, as you guys can see, AU-EN under our region. If I go to the support and then up to the tools here, you're gonna see online tools. So when you go to the online tools, just click on it. When you go to the online tools, you're gonna find a couple of applications here or softwares. You don't need, it's not required to download it. You can use it online. And if I click on the Intercom Designer, for the Intercom Designer, it's a very useful tool which you can use it to plan your system. So I will select, for example, a modular station with an IP solution and it's a villa. And then I'll press next. Then it will give you an indication of how it will look like. And you can just press here plus adding, absolutely, as we mentioned, as you can see here, the door station is the main unit of our system, hence why it has to be there. And then if you want, for example, to add the name tag module, you just need to press plus and it will add it here, as you can see. So, and then if you press next, it will take you to the indoor station, accessories, and confirmation list. It's a very useful page that you can go and start to play with it. Let me go back to our PowerPoint. All right, let me as well quickly right now, I'm gonna show you the demonstration video. So, just please, someone can confirm that you can see the video here fine. Anyone have a problem? All good? Yeah, thank you. All right, so here at the beginning of the video, this is the video which I recorded 2 days ago, actually. As you can see, this is the IP door station with the RS485 interface here. And this is the cable which is gonna come with the sub module here. So what I'm gonna do right now is to actually connect this is the door station. It has only one out. So the one out will be connected to the next sub module. So this is the sub module which I have. As you can see on the back of the sub module, you're gonna find it got two RS485 connection. One is in and one is out. So this is the frame. I'm gonna use the frame here to show you how you're gonna install it. It's very simple and easy. So on the back of the unit, as we mentioned, got a temper switch. It has to be facing the metal on the back here. So you're just gonna add the devices. And then let me just a little bit fast forward. And then you're gonna connect the name tag. I'm gonna add here the name tag. And I will place the cover. As you can see here, the screws, I'm gonna use the cover when you add this one or when you install it, please make sure that the bigger foam area here is placed over the screws here to cover it. And that's how I'm gonna install it. Simple and easy. All right. The next part is right now I'm trying to connect the submodule to the main door station. So as you can see, I'm connecting it to the input. So it comes from the out of the first module to the input of the second module. And as well here, let me pause for a second. You can see a dip switch here. This dip switch will control if you have multiple sub-modules, you can connect them all together and just edit the serial connection here using this dip switch. This dip switch, it comes in the manual what exactly you need to set it up depending on what's the next sub-module. All right. So now this is how it's gonna look like. Now I'm gonna quickly show you my system here. So as you can see on this page here, I'm trying to show you that that's how you're gonna receive the device. If anyone doesn't know what's meant by inactive, that means that the device comes out of the box with no any password. So you have to give the device a password to activate and make it online. So I'm just showing the devices here. I got the door station and 4 indoor station. So this is the door station which I have in this scenario, and this is the first room, the second room, and then the third and the fourth room here. All right. I'm actually not gonna touch my laptop while configuring. I'm gonna use the wizard to activate the door station and set everything up from one indoor station. So from the indoor station, it's a very, very quick setup. You just need to provide the password here. So I'm gonna provide a password. And then the next step is simple and easy to enable the DHCP. Once I enable the DHCP, it took an IP address here, as you can see, from my DHCP, and then it disabled it to be static IP. Then I will press next. And it will go and start to ask me if it's indoor station or extension. So it's actually indoor station. And I'm gonna change the number of this room. So I'm gonna make it 101. So this room number is 101 to show you how to dial on the keypad. And I will press next. Now, the good thing about the wizard here, it will show you a discovery tool showing all the door station. It's very quick and easy. But here, as you can see, we have 2 issues that it is not on the same range and it's still inactive. So using the indoor station, I will activate it. I will just press on the cog icon here to activate. So right now it asks if you want to activate this outdoor station. I'll press OK and activate it succeeded. Now I will just need to press one more on the cog icon to just enable the DHCP server to get an IP address for the outdoor station. So I enable it, press OK. And on the background, it's actually static right now. And as you can see, it got an IP address and it's ticked. So I will press finish and it's done. This is simple and easy how I finished configuring all the system without touching my laptop. So here I'm gonna go and start to dial the room station. I will just press 101 and press the hash as we mentioned, and it's calling the door station. Now, as you can see, I can click on the button and it will start to open the door for me. This is connected to the back of the door station. And this is the second example how to configure the extension. So it's gonna be the same thing. Choose the language, set the password, set the IP address, enable the DHCP server. And then the only difference that on this page here, instead of selecting indoor station type, I'm gonna switch from indoor station to extension. Simple and easy. So selecting extension. And then I will change the extension name. For example, I'm gonna actually call it here the bedroom. So when I dial from my main indoor station, I can see it named as the bedroom. And then I'll press next. So here, the difference which you guys can see from before when we activated the first unit, that it will give you discovery tool for all the room station. It actually asks you which room station you want me to be the extension for. So I actually didn't activate the other 2. you need to record the serial number of each door station to understand which room is it. So, and this is the only one which is activated. So I'm only gonna select the first one, and that's how it needs. So I'm just gonna select the first one, the main, the room which I have, and I'll press finish. Now the extension is ready to dial. So once I dial the room 101 from my outdoor unit here, it's gonna dial in both of them. 101 hash and done. I configured one room and I can open and unlock the door from here, as you can see in the call. All right. The next part, I'm gonna go through the same thing to configure room 3, but for room 3, I actually changed the room number to number 2 and activated the unit, did everything the same, and I'm calling room number 2 and I can open fine. All right. This is showing me, so I'm gonna call from here. I'm showing that you can call from one room station to the second room. So if I dialed 101 and press call, it will actually dial my other room, or the room which is 101. As you can see, it's dialing the room 101 and its extension at the same time. I can answer from any of them. And right now there is a two-way communication between each apartment. So each apartment right now, they are talking to each other. All right, the last thing which I'm gonna show to you guys right now, you just need to do a live view to the image. Once you do the live view, you will be able to press on the unlock and open the door for anyone. So I can go here and press on the physical button and it will open the door for me. All right, perfect. Now here, there is a lots of function on actually the indoor station. You can find it, but I will actually show you right now quickly how to add it on the HiConnect. You just need to go to the settings, get the HiConnect service settings, scan the QR code, open your phone app, as I'm gonna show in a second. This is my phone. I'm just gonna open it and start to scan here, place the plus to add the device, and scan the QR code. Simple and easy. Get my camera, scan the QR code. Device is online. Add the device. Change the name if you want to of the device. So this is apartment XYZ or room 1. And then after that, I would be able to open and have a live view. And this is a quick example. If your phone is locked, as you can see, this is my phone here, it's locked, and I'm trying to call the apartment. So when you call the apartment, which is apartment 101 hash, you're gonna see the two doors, the two indoor station is dialing, and then my phone actually will give me a push notification and it's dialing the same way. So it's giving me a call from here. As you can see, I can answer the call. This is the first time to use it. That's why it asks to allow the two-way audio. So I answer the call and I can press on this button here to unlock the door. As you can see, I will press on this button right now and unlock the door. There is more than this which we can see on the door station, but I'm trying to summarize the main functions. So let me go back here. All right. Couple of frequently asked questions. So can we have the IP and the IP over the two wire connected together on the same system? Yes, they can work together as a hybrid system in one system. How many cameras can you add in any indoor station? Up to 16 cameras you can add on any indoor station, but only you can view one at a time. Can the camera connect to the MVR plug and play on the back of the MVR, add it to the indoor station? Absolutely, yes, you can add the IP camera which is connected to the MVR to the room station using the MVR IP address and just changing the camera channel number. Plus, another thing which is actually not written here, that some people are asking, can we add the intercom to be recorded on one of the MVR? Yes, you can do this one as well. You can add the intercom to be recorded on our MVR, Hikvision MVR. It's compatible. All right, and as you guys know, this is our distributor in the Oceania region. So in Australia, we got CSD, we got NES and BSP. In New Zealand, you're gonna find Atlas Genetic and NFS. As well for the Pacific Island, there is a couple of them here. You can call them and ask them for our solution or our products. All over Australia, we got, and New Zealand, actually, we got all our BDMs here. I'll leave this page as well if you want to take a picture. And this session actually gonna be recorded and added on our social media. So you can revise it back and give a call or drop them an email to ask about any of your solution, depending on the city which you are at. So thanks everyone for your time. I will quickly have a look on any of the answered question here. So what is the maximum distance for the 2-wire? So as we mentioned, depending on the type of the cable, some application residential can connect the Cat 6.7. Your example was only 2-wire. No, yeah, that's okay. What do you mean by 500? What I mean by 500 device? I mean by 500 device, if you have one system, you can add up to 500 indoor station per one system. So up to 500 devices per one system. Can you connect 2 door station to one DS-CAD 706-S? Again, guys, don't confuse yourself. The DS-CAD 706-S, you cannot connect any door station or indoor station. You only need to connect the door station to CAD 706, not the -S. The -S will work as a backbone. And the second question, 2-door to one controller. No, you can't do this. It's only one per each door station. You need to connect to the one controller. And the rest of the channels absolutely can use it for the indoor stations. How many door station can you have in one system? Up to 9 door station you can have in one system, talking all together, but one of them will act as the master door station. All right. Can I customize the messages or different language? It supports uploading custom ringtone only at the moment. You cannot actually customize the message. So can you record the intercom feedback to the MVR? I just answered this question. Yes, you can absolutely do it. Can Villa door station be standalone intercom device? Does it have to be connected to an indoor station? Yes, at the moment, it cannot work as a standalone, but it will be support working without the indoor station in the next firmware upgrades. The firmware will be released during September, October. Do we use 48-volt PoE switch? This system, you actually need a very normal PoE switch to connect your devices to it. So yes, standard PoE switch 802.3 AF or 802.3 AT. All right, thank you so much for all your time today. And there's as well a couple of questions here. I actually cannot run through all of them because we exceeded the 45 minutes. So we will put all the answer for these questions and upload it this session in our LinkedIn page. Again, thank you so much for all your time and have a great afternoon. Thank you.